The woman had just given birth when she discovered that her two sons would cry non-stop whenever they saw her. But the moment they saw her husband's mother, they would immediately calm down. Faced with this strange situation, the woman only gave a mysterious, sly smile. It turned out that the woman had been reborn. In her previous life, her husband died in a car crash on the day she gave birth. She had no choice but to raise the two children alone, until the day they got into college and she hosted a graduation banquet. Her husband, dead for 20 years, unexpectedly showed up with his mistress. They appeared together at the event. In front of everyone, he announced that the mistress was actually the birth mother of the two children. Only then did the woman realize that the children she had raised with so much effort were actually the illegitimate children of her husband and his mistress. What's even more hateful is that the two children secretly transferred all her assets. In the end, the woman became seriously ill out of anger and passed away from this world. But when she woke up again, she had returned to the day she gave birth, 20 years earlier. Before she could recover from the shock, her husband's father came to tell her that his son had been in a car accident. Before the woman could speak, her husband's mother pushed the two babies over to her. The woman then took her mother-in-law's hand and said she would definitely raise the children well. She would also take care of both elders until their final days. The couple saw that their plan had worked, and both showed smug expressions. But what they didn't know was that the woman had been reborn and already knew all about their scheme. She swore to make their whole family pay the price. In the blink of an eye, 20 years passed. Under the woman's upbringing, both sons were accepted into universities overseas. The woman quickly shared the news with her husband's parents and invited them to the graduation banquet. Soon, she arrived at the venue with her two sons. The elders were pleased to see how well-behaved their grandsons had become. Thinking their grandsons would soon study abroad, they felt it would be a waste for the woman to live alone in her big house, so they planned to move in with her. But the woman had already expected this, so she presented a sales contract showing that she had already sold the house. Her in-laws were furious and questioned her angrily about why she sold the house without consulting them. The woman quickly explained that she did all this for the sake of her sons. After all, studying abroad requires a lot of money. But her husband's mother, after hearing this, still demanded the remaining money. But the woman had already transferred the money into her sons' names. She said that the money was part of their education fund and couldn't be withdrawn. The two elders thought, since the money was for their grandsons anyway, they had nothing more to say. Soon, the graduation banquet began. With the host's prompt, the woman was about to go on stage with her sons to give a speech. But unexpectedly, her husband, who had been missing for 20 years, showed up with his mistress.